do? What is up, my BBoss baddies and my fellas? It is your girl Bosana, and welcome BBossArmy. So as you guys can tell by the title, today I am back with lies that women tell men. It's been a while since I did this video, and honestly I'm not sure why but I'm back with this video. And you guys, some of the things that you guys might think of, I might not say today just because I have other videos out about lies that women tell. So if you still want to comment for the other guys, or you just want to say, or hey, drop whatever you want to leave down below. Okay, with that being said, please give this video a huge thumbs up. And are y'all ready? Can we go ahead and get started? Okay. I got a lot of energy, and you guys are gonna see throughout the video. All right, first thing on my list is this is my real number. My number is 226-201-56. I'm playing, but the real number one, the 647, when it's at 892. I don't know if that's an area code, but you guys, this happens all the time, and I pulled this one off probably only like one time. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, because for me personally, if I don't like you or I don't have that type of interest, and I know off the bat, and I'm not the type of person that I'm not that picky, okay, but this is not about me. I'm just trying to say my experience real quick. Just based on the times that I've had, I came across guys that I knew absolutely there's just no way, you're just absolutely not my type. And most times it's the character or the way they will act, like so reckless around maybe their friends or the gatherings or wherever I was at. I just knew you can't get the number. So flat out, for some women, it'll be better for them to just tell you, hey, you know what, I don't have a number to give you. Some girls will say that one too. I don't have a number. Some girls that feel like that one will work, and you know, girls have done it and worked. It has worked, but it doesn't really work all the time. Obviously, the guy's like, it's gonna be like, you don't have a number, okay, then just say you don't want to give me your number instead. But that one you don't hear so common. So back to the whole, oh, this is my number, and her giving you a number, what will happen is that this is my real number. She won't really tell you this is my real number unless you ask it. Now, if she gives you a false number, what a lot of guys now that are doing, that are smart, and what you guys should do, and I've had a guy do this to me twice. And I'm like, I just laugh because I'm like, wow, you guys come across girls all the time that you have to call their phone right in front of them to see that that's the real number. So I knew then and there, girls are really flat out giving guys false numbers. Now, another thing too, before we wrap up, you guys, girls also give their Snapchat out instead of the whole number thing. I feel like that's kind of what is happening now in the modern day. A lot of women are just saying, oh, I don't give out my number. They'll tell you that flat out, and then they'll go ahead and give you their social media. So it could be Snapchat, and then other times it could be Instagram. And I've seen like public interviews. I don't know if you guys have seen those, where, you know, you just ask people that you randomly meet in the public questions and stuff like that. So I've seen some, and y'all, those ones, all I gotta say is that these girls are, I don't know, you know, I'm not gonna say where the cities are from. I don't really know. Maybe Canadian out here is a little bit different, but some of these girls were so harsh and rude. And I was, it was good to see, because I'm like, this is how it be in real life, because I don't really see this stuff, right? And so a lot of these girls will flat out not even give you the time. They'll tell you, ew. They'll diss you, they'll disrespect you. Not just tell you, oh, you can't have my number, they'll flat out disrespect you. So I see that happen all the time. And then the other girls, now back to the social media thing that I was talking about, the girls I've noticed too, they would be like, okay, this is my Instagram. And some guys will be like, okay, you better message me or you better follow me. And y'all, it's not even worth saying. It's not even worth it. I know approaching women is like the only ideal thing to do nowadays, but I promise you guys, sometimes just wait it out, give her the look, and then make sure that she wants the approaching to happen. Because sometimes some girls will give you a signal. Sometimes they'll give you something you won't really notice if you don't really kind of know how women are. And also sometimes it's easy to miss it. So, and last thing we got to keep in mind before we move on, last thing, okay, that some girls don't make it easy at all. So I know you might get the wrong number, but don't even be pressed about it. And honestly, last thing I'll recommend for you guys is just ask for social media instead. Most times I feel like girls are just gonna give you it, so you might as well ask. And it could just be as simple as, you have Insta, or do you have this, right? Instead of the, can I have your number, and then having her give you a fake number and telling you this is the real number. Okay, next thing on my list, and you guys, I really like to explain, I know these are just lies, but I also like to give you guys advice in other areas, like I just did with like approaching, what could help and things like that, okay? Next thing is I like you, and they'll add most times more than a friend, or I like you like my boyfriend, or things like that, right? So there's two ways some girls go about it. The first way will be the first example I gave you, that I like you as a friend, or I like you more than a friend, or not as a friend, sorry, dismiss that first one. As a friend is not part of that. I like you more than a friend, and I like you as a boyfriend. So that first route that some girls will take, they do that because they want to make it clear for you guys to know that they like that. They like you more than that. So typically, the other way some girls will say it is just, I like you, or I'm feeling you, right? They don't add the reassurance at the end. So back to the first way that some girls will do it, that way is really to try to make sure that you understand that this is not games that I'm playing. This is not that I don't actually want you. So what will happen oftentimes is that you have to question, oh, does she actually, and y'all, I know you probably noticed this. This is just laundry. I've been moving things around, so I've been changing my settings, and there's just things in the background that I'd be forgetting about. Don't mind that. But back to this point, you guys. So when a lot of girls go ahead and lie about that, it's a simple thing to just say, hey, you know what, I'm not feeling you yet, or I'm just, whatever the feelings are. But nowadays with girls, because they use you and they're manipulators, and they do all these things just to get money and benefits out of you, simply for them to actually like you and be about you, is not really gonna happen, because they don't have real interest towards you. It's just for what they can get. So all in all, for a lot of you fellas, I'm sorry, but the truth of the matter is she's only lying to you. So if she's over here adding the as a friend, or she's even just talking about, oh, it's something more, we're more than friends, trying to just bring it up that I need to let you know that we are more than friends, it's just her trying to get you away from the idea that you already have in your head that, hey, we actually might not be, which is the truth. So fellas, follow your gut. And the last thing I just want to say with the first part, or not the first part, but the second part of the example, but all in one, you know what I mean? So the I like you, when they stop at I like you, it doesn't really change much. She just doesn't really care to add the reassurance, or she just wants to keep it simple, right? So some girls will just say, I like you, and they're flat out lying. They really do not like you at all. They don't want to pursue you. And I already told you some of the reasons why some girls get to that point where they just say it to your face. And also, you guys, remember when she pulls the I like you, some girls might be wild, or maybe you guys are at that point where she's supposed to say I love you, so they'll pull a I love you as well. But like I was saying, and the last thing about this point is that pay attention to when she says, I like you more than a friend, whatever she likes to say, however she likes to say it, I love you, it could be that as well. Like I said, just pay attention to when she says it, because that will give you a lot of the answers as to how much she, or what she really feels about you. And most times, unfortunately, I know, but who cares? What these those? Leave them for the streets, but most times it's not what you want it to be. All right, last thing on my list, if you guys want a part 2, let me know, comments down below. And I really like this rolling chair. Clearly I'm enjoying it. Okay, last thing on my list is yeah, I'm free. The available false hopes that girls sent out, the original, let's call it the capping queen, the flopping queen. But basically, this is a woman that will basically always, or not always, it could be just a few times, right? Maybe you cut her off the first time, which you should have, which you really should have. But this is the example of, or this is the lie, let me say, where girls will tell you this and they will never actually link with you. And if they do, it'll be because, hey, maybe she was just feeling you a little bit more tonight. Maybe she was feeling a little more generous, or maybe more nice. Maybe her plans with that other man got canceled. And so for her, she had to go ahead and see you. Now she's available to see you. Also, you got to keep in mind, why does she always cancel? There could be, most likely, could happen, there's somebody else there, or there's somebody that's just a little bit more important than you. And so a lot of girls will tell you, yeah, I'm free, yeah, I'm available this time, or see you then, see you tomorrow, and they won't show up. Bad enough some girls show up late, it happens all the time, but some girls get to a point where, okay, the last second. Some girls really get to a point where they won't even wait, you know? I mean, they will make you wait instead of telling you, you know, prior, when she already had an idea and knew in her head possibly that it's not gonna happen. So y'all, don't make time for these girls. That's what I just wanted to say. I don't know why I hesitated. But flat out, don't make time for these girls. I'm telling you guys, the reason why these girls most times do these things repetitively is because they know they can keep doing it with you. So if you are going to always be available, you're always going to keep making plans. You're always going to tell her, oh, it's okay. Let me know when you're free. When will you be available next time? If you're going to do these things, absolutely, you will be a simp in her eyes. But we just got to come back to the facts of what? That you guys are going to be messing with this girl and it's not going to get nowhere. It's not going to be worth it. And all in all she's really doing is giving you this false hope, tagging you along, right? The whole dragging you along just so you can at the end be like, why am I here? Right? Why am I here? She'll tell you, oh, I'll see you this time. I'll see you this time. And last thing I'll say is some girls in between, what they'll do is they will see you, but then they'll start that routine, that, you know, bad habit that they had going again, where they keep flopping on you. They keep canceling the plans. And so then what happens is they'll see you in between the times where they cancel the plans a lot, but they do that so it looks balanced out. So you don't think it's not so bad. So you don't think she's really flopping. And for her own sake, that she feels like, oh, she's not doing a bad job with not treating somebody how they should be treated, right? She feels like, oh, well, I'm not really that bad of a person for flopping every single time or making this man wait and things like that. And so all I gotta say is her needs, wants and needs. Okay, that was it for this video. Hope this was helpful. Y'all want another one, let me know. Comments down below. You guys will see me in my next video. Bye, guys.